ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Halloween special of the Classic Wrestling Series, episode 61. Guys, tonight, I'm gonna hopefully have myself a treat after Wednesday's trick. Let's not speak about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I decided to go back to WCW because I like torturing myself. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to WCW Halloween Havoc 1997. And our first matchup is Eugene Negada versus Ultimo Dragon. So we just watched Eugene Negada versus Ultimo Dragon in a surprisingly good opening contest. These two worked very well together. They have history from Japan. Mike today being on commentary is a breath of goddamn fresh air, especially when it comes to this style of match. With the Japanese wrestling, with the cruiserweights, it's a breath of fresh air. And we do have him for the next two matches, which I'm looking forward to, guys. So, then we had Disco Inferno being interviewed. And Jacqueline comes in to basically try and beat him up. He runs away. That match might be good. Disco Inferno versus Jacqueline could be good. Excuse me, guys. Next up, we will have Dillo, G-E-D-O, versus Chris Jericho. Let's watch this. So we just had Guido versus Chris Jericho. These two worked very well together, I thought. It was a great way to see the match as it was. It was a good hard-hitting match, great technical wrestling, good, surprisingly good strong style wrestling as well from Guido. Really, really good. Then we had Queen Deborah, talking about her mystery man who will face Mongo McMichael coming up. Michael comes in to basically be like, you know, give me back my credit cards, give me back the diamond ring, blah, blah, blah. I don't know who's supposed to be the face and the heel in this, but whatever. Next up, guys, we have Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Eddie Guerrero, title versus mask. Truth be told, this is the reason why I did this match. A lot of people say this is a good match, so let's find out. We just had Mysterio Jr. versus Eddie Guerrero in a brilliant match. This match was fucking awesome. I cannot do this match justice. What I'm going to do is I am going to link, put in the description below, a link to Daily Motion's version of the match. WWE did put this match up, but it's not the full match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the full match in the description below. Check it out, guys, if you haven't seen it. It is bloody brilliant. Then we had Eric Bischoff and Holden addressing the WCW officials, basically saying that I don't want Sting involved in the match, so I'm not going to wrestle. So we'll see how that plays out. Next up, we have Steve McMichael versus Alex Wright. Let's watch this one. We had McMichael versus Alex Wright in an okay match. I mean, from Mysterio versus Guerrero to McMichael versus Wright, it was an okay match. Nothing special, bar Goldberg coming in, spearing and jackhammering McMichael to get the win, and then doing the exact same thing to Alex Wright after getting the Super Bowl win from Deborah. Not a bad match, not the best way to put it down, but we did need a bit of a palate cleanser in a way. Then we had Macho Man and Elizabeth address DDP, basically talking about the match coming up with them. Now we have got Jacqueline versus Disco Inferno. Let's see this match. We just had Flair versus Hennig in a very good match, and then Flair uses the title to get the DQ loss. Why? This match was going really well, and then all of a sudden that happens. Fuck me. So now we've got Macho Man Randy Savage discussing DDP again. Just saying, you know, he's not going to win, blah, blah, blah. And now we have JJ Dillon addressing Holden's demands from earlier in the night, basically saying that he's not going to wrestle if Sting gets involved and stuff like that. So we'll see how this plays out. Just had JJ Dillon address the Holden demands, and basically he just says, nope, the match is going ahead whether Holden likes it or not. Bischoff comes out to say, nope, ain't happening. JJ Dillon has the contract. It is going to happen whether he likes it or not. And if he sees Sting, it will be in his nightmares. Then Bischoff goes, if Sting gets involved, we want Monday Nitro. So that's actually quite interesting. So now up, guys, we have Lex Luger versus Scott Hall with Larry Zbyszko as the special referee. Let's see how well this match will be. We just had Scott Hall versus Luger. Really good match. Larry Zbyszko actually did call it down the middle. There was no tomfoolery up until Hall shoved him. Zbyszko shoved him back. Hall tried to punch him, and Zbyszko falls him over the top rope. No real interference for Zbyszko. He counted it fairly. He was a fair referee. It was a good match. Styx gets involved after Bischoff comes down to basically distract Zbyszko, and Hall gets the win after the Razor's Edge, which is, again, a good match. So now we will have Macho Man Randy Savage versus DDP, last man standing match, and now Zbyszko's calling for the replay. So we'll see what's going to happen. Ooh, this could be good. I think he might reverse the decision. Let's see. Zbyszko restarts the match to basically get the match restarted. Hall gets into the face of it again, shoving contest, and Luger manages to get Hall in the torture rack, but the bells ring when Six gets involved, so it's classed as a no contest, but Luger would win. I think it would go down as a Luger win, I could be wrong. They beat up Zbyszko, which would lead to Hall versus Zbyszko at Starrcade, I want to say. I think it would be Starrcade. But yeah, it was a good, good storyline going into that match. So now we will have Macho Man versus DDP in a last man standing match, and let's watch that match. So we just had Macho Man versus DDP in a Las Vegas sudden death match, or last man standing match. Really interesting match. Not use of weapons or anything like that. The gravestones were used as props and stuff. Elizabeth tries to choke DDP. Kimberly comes out to basically drag her out of the arena, which is a good thing. Then a Sting character comes in, hits DDP in the ribs with a bat, and Macho Man wins the match. Weird thing is, I don't feel like the distraction was needed from Macho Man. This was no holds barred. There was no rules, so they could have literally just done it in person and it would have still counted. But bar that, it was a good match. Entertaining as all hell. Macho Man and DDP are always entertaining, so it was a good match. So let's get to the main event. Roddy Piper versus Holden in a steel cage for I think it's for the title, but I don't know. We'll find out. So let's see. So we just had Holden versus Piper in the main event, not for the WCW Championship. It was an okay match. I mean, Sting would walk out, multiple Stings, fake skins. They would exit the cage for that to happen. Piper wins with the sleeper hold. Then a genuine fan, climbs the cage, gets in and basically gets the shit kicked into him. I feel sorry for the fan, but he knew what he was doing. And basically, they just beat up Piper to end the show and pay-per-view. What did I think of Halloween Havoc 97? 3 good matches. The opening 3 matches were great. Bit of a letdown in the main event, but overall, it was a good show. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the Halloween edition of Classic Wrestling Series. And I think we're going to go back to In Your House. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on next week's episode. See you later.